Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the 1st of November. It can be timeless. I had already previously started recording it, and something messed up, and I just didn't really like it, so I'm starting over. But this is a general spread for sign of Cancer. For your current issue, I got the Death card, the card of Scorpio, the one of major transformations, changing into a completely different person. And then for the challenge, I have the Hierophant. So the card of Taurus, having to do with structures, authority structures, ethics, like churches, sometimes the actual authorities, because it has to do with ethics and being moral. In your foundation, we have the Page of Swords. So we have either a air sign child, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody that is spying, getting information on someone, possibly gossiping about this information. The Page of Swords definitely is about somebody sneaking around to get information, if it doesn't represent a person. Then in your past position, we have another major arcana card. You've got a lot of major arcana, lots of people in your spread, Cancer. So we got the Emperor, who is the card of Aries. The Emperor is very sure of himself. He's guarding the door in this picture, and he's keeping a little boy safe. He has a gun and a hatchet in his arms, and he's standing in his power. He has this is a very powerful person. So that's in your past. And then in your presently dealing with either a Leo or somebody, or the situation that you're in, it's going to require a lot of strength, a lot of bravery to get through. So that can mean, what's coming up with strength. Another card that's kind of similar to this is the Nine of Wands. So having that willpower to push through something. In the how you are feeling slot, we've got Knight of Wands. So it's possible, if you're not feeling like this is an air sign, not an air sign, sorry, fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, you could be feeling like you come in and out of somebody's life. That's what this card is. This is a fast moving energy, sometimes a little, honestly, carelessly, a little bit careless, coming in and out of somebody's life. And the roles can be reversed, so the energy could be somebody that's coming into your life. Then in your near future, we have the Hermit. That's the card of Virgo, and the card of introspection. It's something that if you're dealing with the death, like death of ego, for example, then you would go into this hermit mode, this introspective, I'm finding my answers from within, not without mode. So that's not a bad energy to be in either. Okay, then this is where it got a little tricky. I have Five of Wands being your external energy. So the energies around you. Two men are fighting, one man's trying to get away. This is a card about competition and conflict that arises within that competition. So I clarified it, and I got the Three of Swords, which can mean a few things. It can mean third party. It can mean somebody's cheated. It can also mean just a broken heart. It can mean a financial loss due to competition. It could be that too. The Three of Swords is any kind of misunderstanding that has really disastrous effects. So miscommunication that leads to something disastrous. Then you have the Eight of Cups as being your hopes or fears. So depending on your situation, the card has a woman that looks okay because she's getting away from a situation. So she's leaving a bad situation before disaster strikes. Lots of partying goes on with this card too. I don't know why, it's just associated with it. Maybe it's the cups. Maybe people are over drinking. Then on your outcome, I got 7 of Swords. So 7 of Swords traditionally means being that somebody was being deceived, that there could have been a possible theft going on. But in this card, it means not only is she defending her home, but she's taking action, or she's kicking people out of her house. So it could be a situation where somebody's having to be kicked out of the house, or somebody's having to leave, and it's because what they did was ethically wrong, didn't match the ethics of this group. So I hope that you like this. I hope it helped, even just a little bit, Cancer. I appreciate you watching, and to everybody that subscribes, I really appreciate that. Have a good night.